right, Rob, let's start with you. Please tell everyone your name, your full name, and the film.
Sure.
That's yours.
Hey guys, thanks everybody for being here tonight. My name is Rob Alicia. I'm the executive producer and director of G-Spotters.
Everyone, I'm Nathan, director, producer of Countdown.
Hello, Vanessa Peruta, director and co-star of Foul, the web series.
Hi everybody, I'm Sean Ashanti. I'm the producer, director, writer of Crow Hill Prelude.
Hello, I'm Kathleen Fonte. I'm one of the directors, creators, all of the things in Locker Room Talk. Hi, I'm Sarah Caden. I'm director, producer, Locker Room Talk. Hi, I'm Fiona Collinson, producer and writer for Locker Room Talk.
Hi, I'm Emma Lawrence, and I'm producer, creator, and the last one of Locker Room Talk.
Emma, why don't you keep the microphone down there, and I'm going to ask a question, and one of you can answer it, whomever wants to, or all together. What inspired you to do this? What inspired you for your web series?
Yeah, I think for us, we were really bored to begin with, and we wanted to create something that felt timely but also entertaining. So not like beating you over the head with something political, but something that meant a lot to us. Like, we are an entirely female and non-binary cast and crew, and so we just wanted to make something that like meant something, but it was also funny and fun. Yeah.
That's it.
What other venue or outlets or streaming services where it could be seen?
So right now, we're just submitting to festivals, so this is our premiere. So this is the first time a large audience has watched it, so this was really special to us. We loved hearing you guys laugh along with us. That was really exciting. And yeah, we're just waiting to hear back from some more festivals before we release it online, and if anyone in here, we're looking for distributors.
Well, thank you. I can't speak for everyone else, but I was honored to be part of your premiere. Thank you.
Awesome.
I would like to pose the next question to you. What inspired you to do your series?
Me? I'm so Locker Room Talk.
No, I'm so.
Yeah, you gotta pass.
Pass the microphone now. Sorry.
Hi everybody, yeah, Sean Ashanti. So basically what inspired me to do my series was primarily, I'm a big horror, like thriller movie buff, and I've never seen something with, as you can see, it's like zombies and stuff. Or zombies. It's not really zombies, but that's for another day. So I just never saw something with, let's say, that had the urban demographic of Brooklyn being the focus. And that's one thing that actually led me to do Crow Hill. If anybody knows anything about the name Crow Hill, there's a whole other connotation behind it. But currently, that's actually episode 1 and 2, those kind of jam together. Yeah, I'm currently on episode 3 and 4, so yeah, that's really the motivation behind it. It was just, I just kind of wanted to, and actually give a lot of my friends and family in Crown Heights, Brooklyn some work.
I'm curious to know of any influencers that you have.
Oh wow, influencers. I'm real terrible with names, honestly. But I could say that some of my projects I really love that kind of influenced my decisions here. It won't be 28 Days Later. That's classic. One that I'm extremely jealous of, Train to Busan. Just a matter of just making it bigger and better as I continue with my episodes. Actually, the next one is pretty colossal, but I'll knock it out.
Excellent. So what inspired you?
I was inspired by the writer, James himself, who is the writer, the executive producer, and the star of the show. He has a hysterical blog that it's all pretty much based on the blog eventually, and now it's just the blog turned into a web series, really. And I thought it was hysterical, and he's a good friend of mine, and I thought he could use the help putting it together, and I was always looking for more directing experience, and we make each other laugh a lot, so
Well, laughter is important, right?
Yeah, laughter is key.
Where could it currently be streamed or seen or viewed?
You can just look for Foul the Web Series on YouTube. We just finished wrapping season 1, and our season finale we're holding off for some festival stuff, but that should be out within the next 6 months or so.
Excellent. Nathan, talk to us about Countdown. What was your inspiration?
Inspiration. My friend Joe and I worked together for a long time. He's the writer behind all of these. I think we were very frustrated with some of the projects that we had tried to develop, and we ultimately got to the point where we were like, well, you know what? Let's just come up with a concept that has numerous iterations. And this was accidental. We were on the phone, and just this idea of like putting a clock on screen and what would happen. And so I think the real-time component, as soon as we investigated it and started thinking about it from a character standpoint, we realized that we could make these for the rest of our life if we wanted to. Just numerous iterations. We had literally at one point 200 ideas that were ready to go, and I think so for a while it was honestly just wanting to practice. It was wanting to get better at being a filmmaker, and I think that was sort of my pitch to everybody that got involved. A lot of them are here. This is also our premiere. And so, yeah. It's been a really long journey, but one of just trying to get better, and I think each film we learned something from it. So.
Great. Can Countdown be seen anywhere online or streaming anywhere right now? Or well, it's your premiere, so do you plan it to be anywhere?
Well, so there's countdownfilm.com. All 5 of them were up there until I decided, you know what, I want to go the festival route. For a while, these were living directly online, and the idea was you make one and you post it a month later, no matter what. And so in truth behind, in keeping with that, I was like, well, I'm going to post these all online. And then I think after I finished 5, about a couple months ago, I watched it in my apartment and had this very cathartic experience of seeing the arc of 5 pieces of content from 3 years of work. And it felt like a body of work that I wanted to screen. And so it came down. They're no longer online. The website's still there. You can see everybody that was involved, all their bios and all that jazz. But yeah, for now it's just here.
Great. Thank you. Rob, what inspired you?
Much like these guys, the writers, Randy and Angela, they're amazing, and they're really great friends of mine, and they were like, hey, we started writing something called G-Spotters, and I was like, is this a sex movie? Like, what are you guys asking? But then they pitched me this idea of, this show where it's like this ragtag group of ghost hunters kind of meets an office kind of vibe, and I was like, that sounds super fun, and yeah, and then we became super close friends. I ended up marrying them about a month and a half ago. They just got married. I appreciate them.
Congratulations.
So we're basically bonded for life now. Yeah. But yeah, it was just, being on set, it was just, we had so much fun. You know what I mean? We laughed a lot. All the actors were so funny. And there was a lot of room for improv, and just the stuff that they would come out with on set was like nothing you could even plan for. So I was just really having a blast. It was really
Chemistry
fun.
is key.
Yeah, absolutely, totally. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
So,
There you go.
hi,
Justin.
Justin.
Yeah.
Which film was yours?
First one, Live Life series.
What inspired you?
Inspiration. Well, ours is a doc. Is this thing on? Should be. Ours is
Trade
a.
you.
All right. Perfect. Oh, that's better. I like that. I can hear my voice. Ours is a documentary film series. So, the inspiration is life, and basically, Shebbie, she decided that she wanted to go out and live her life after giving her life as a mother and a wife, and wanted to inspire others to get outside their comfort zone and go do some pretty wild, crazy things. So she did base jumping, went to all 7 continents, including Antarctica, and we documented her journey and the experiences that she did. And yeah, so to answer the next question is, where can you see it? LiveLifeSeries.com, and we will be officially releasing the series, which is 9 episodes, at the end of September, right? Starting out one at a time, but it'll be coming out
So
then.
9 different adventures.